Hello everyone, this is Bryant with Amusement Source, and we are back here at SeaWorld San Antonio for the first time in 2021. And right now, actually, the Seven Seas Food Festival is going on, which is a huge food festival they do. And it features food from all around the world, different states, different countries, different areas. And they have 10 food booths. They have a few drink booths, and they do have some new options this year. So I went ahead and bought a 10 punch card, which was, I believe, about $55, and that can get me one food item at each booth. Now, keep in mind, you can buy your food items individually. This is just a little bit easier, and it does save you a little bit of money. So, we're going to go inside, we're going to get our punch card set up, and we're going to start eating. Let's head into the park. Alright, so up at the front of the park you can pick up a passport, and we'll just kind of show you the two food packages there. Now if you have a pass, you can buy this online and it actually comes with more punches, but it just gives you an idea of all of the menu items here and kind of where they're laid out. If you go to the first page, there is a map that shows you where all the booths are around the park, so you can kind of work in a circle and eat whatever you want, whenever you want. And like I said, because I think we're only going to be out here one time, I went ahead and just did, the 10 punch pass, so you can see that there. You just go to each booth and they'll punch it, and you can pick up a food or a drink item. Keep in mind, you can redeem your online purchases at any of the booths. You don't have to do that up front. So right across from the Under the Sun gift shop is our first stop of the day, which is the Gulf of Mexico booth. And let me show you all that menu real quick. Here's a look at that Gulf of Mexico booth. You can see they've got two new street taco options, Baja grilled shrimp and that pollo with the fresh citrus salsa. Of course, you have sopapillas, cocktails, beer. Alright folks, here is the Baja shrimp taco. That's what I went with, and you can see there's all kinds of goodness on top of there. Alright, admittedly I just picked this up. It's pretty messy, so keep that in mind if you do end up at this booth. Let's give it a try. It's really good. It's a very fresh flavor. I didn't actually get any shrimp though. Let me try to get some. Ooh, very nice. This was one of my favorite booths the last time we did this a couple years ago, and these are still holding up well. All right, y'all, here close to the Journey to Atlantis ride is our next booth, which is France. And you can kind of see here, they have crepes. They have turkey, mushroom, spinach, and Swiss, chocolate, cherries, and cream, hazelnut, banana, and strawberry, and a Cuban crepe with roasted pork, ham, pickles, Swiss cheese, yellow mustard, and then you have a chocolate creme brulee, which also sounds really nice. And you can see them back here actively making the crepes. Delicious. All right, folks, here's that Cuban crepe, which you can see has a healthy helping of mustard on it. Let's see if we can get like some kind of cross section here going. It's kind of hard to, yeah, you can kind of see in there. Looking nice and delicious, freshly made. The sun's not playing well with us today. It's nice and warm and bright, but let's give this Cuban crepe a try. That's really good. This is super savory. It's got a lot of mustard flavor to it because they did put a lot of mustard on top. But last time I was here I had a sweet one, and it was actually a little bit too just like rich for me. I mean, it was delicious, but it was just very rich. This, I feel like I can actually eat all of and feel good afterwards. I just want to point out they have these fun kind of photo ops everywhere. So this one you can actually be inside the picture, and it's more of like a 3D thing. So if you're standing back here, like behind these people, so really cool. they just got kind of wet, which today isn't really a bad idea, to be honest. All right, folks, over here at the beer garden is the Germany booth, which is an all-new booth. You can see they've got live music playing back there. They've really extended this out really well. You can see the booth back there. We're gonna go over to the menu so you can see what they have. And of course, like I said, brand new booth, so this is all brand new. You can see bratwurst, they've got braised beef, the spitzel, beer cheese, apple strudel, and of course you can get beer and water here. Sounds delicious. I think we're gonna go with that braised beef dish. You see, they've basically built like a German village out here. This is really cool. All kinds of decor, and then a really unique looking booth over here as well. All right, y'all, here's that braised beef spitzel. That looks delicious. I'm ready to dig into this. All right, y'all, we've got a nice, fork full of this. That's really good. It's very flavorful, but not overly salty, if that makes sense. So that beef just kind of melts in your mouth too. Think of like a roast beef almost. It's kind of the consistency of that, but like really well cooked. And the egg noodles that it's on top of are also delicious. So on top of the, crazy facades that they built behind the stage just for theming, also got a fun photo op down here as well. Kind of intended for little children. They can get their lederhosen on and take a picture in front of these buildings. We have these two right here. All right, y'all, the next booth we're going to is Italy. You can see nice Italian themed building here. Let's go check out the menu. Here's a look at that Italy menu. Feel free to pause the video. There's a lot of good stuff here. New for this year is the ricotta and spinach with tomato and the potato pizza. All right, here's the Mediterranean shrimp and pesto flatbread that we went with. You can see that looks real nice. Nice and fresh too, very warm. It is, I know I've shown it, but it is worth noting that a lot of this stuff is being cooked as you order it. And as always, let's take a first bite. That was really good. Flatbread is really crispy. The vegetable items on here are very fresh, and I got a nice big whiff of that shrimp as I dug in, so really solid option. All right, y'all, next up is a look at the grease booth. You can see here, and just to give you all an idea of how this menu looks, you got shawarma, gyros, mini lamb burger, riso gallo, which is their new, it's like a Greek rice pudding. Then you've got baklava, and you've got a couple cocktails, wine, and bottled water. And at this booth, I decided to change it up a bit and get some dessert. So this is basically like that Greek rice pudding. Has hints of cinnamon, lemon, so I'm expecting something kind of citrusy. Also has milk in it. So let's give this a try. All right, y'all, let's try this rice pudding. That's interesting. I kind of need a second bite. None of the flavors are particularly overpowering. You do get the nice kind of citrusy with the cinnamon. But after eating kind of that, hearty food, this was a nice kind of way to break that up.
Upgrade. I can't help but think that their queue building they made for this might have been a little off. I think they would have known better based on their other rides.
I'm wondering if they're not planning for like the non-animals.
All right, we made our way over to the Korea booth, which is also substituting as the Japan booth today. So feel free to pause, but you can see what we've got in Korea. Bulgogi bowl, kimchi fries, kimchi pancake, beef short ribs. Over on the Japan side, we've got chicken gyoza, chicken yakisoba, jackfruit yakisoba, and tuna tataki with ponzu. Sounds very nice. All right, here is a look at the kimchi fries here. Looking really good. I'm actually a little pleasantly surprised with that. But then Main thing I am excited for is this tuna tataki, which is plated really nice. So let's try these out. All right, y'all. Let's try these kimchi fries. So I can get some on my fork. Here we go. Kind of messy. That's an interesting flavor. I don't actually know how to describe that, but it's very different. I like it. It's definitely super savory and a pretty heavy dish. All right, now we're gonna try this tuna tataki.
I think next time we do nothing the day.
Got a nice little spice going to it. So,
Yeah.
it's definitely kind of more fresh, cold. So I actually kind of like how it goes with the fries because you've got the warm and the cold. It's definitely heating up out here. Alright, our next food booth is Hawaii. I love the theme over here. They have a really fun kind of surfboard photo op over here as well. So let's check out the menu. Y'all can take a look at this. And I went ahead and got the poke bowl with salmon. Y'all can just see there's a lot going on here. Looks really delicious. Alright, y'all, I tried to get as much as I could on one forkful. It's another really very crisp and fresh dish. Cucumber and the rice is really nice, and it's actually a cold dish too, so really good for days where it's starting to really warm up. And over here by the Sesame Street area, they have combined Brazil and Jamaica for today. You can see the Brazil menu there, and then here's your Jamaica menu. Alright, y'all, here is a look at the Brazilian cheese bread. Comes with a nice dipping sauce. And then you have your jerk pork mac and cheese, which was from the Jamaica booth. Let's dig in and give it a try. First up, we're gonna take a first bite of this mac and cheese. It's pretty good. I don't know, for some reason, when we were here a couple of years ago, I felt like that was spicier than it is now. And there's not really a spice. If you're really sensitive, you might get a little bit, but overall, it's not. It's a good flavor. The meat does definitely overpower the mac and cheese, so I wonder if that's why they separated it. I'm not super sure. All right, let's try the cheese bread with this dipping sauce. Ooh. It's not bad. I think maybe I was expecting the bread to be a little bit fresher, but it has a good flavor. I think we've been spoiled at all the other booths because the food's been really fresh. Still very edible and delicious. I'm sure when it's right out of the oven, it's awesome. But a little bit kind of on the doughy, hardish, like chewy side. And over here in front of the Brazil booth, you have another one of these cool photo ops. So pretty much find a photo op at every food booth here. I know we haven't really shown all of them, but a lot of these are really cool. And before we headed out for the day, even though we didn't do a lot of park updates, I did kind of want to show y'all the construction taking place for the new ride that is assumingly opening in 2022, which is going to be one of those big giant swing rides. So you can see it's coming right along, and it's going to be right on the water, which is really cool. It's gonna be a really unique experience. All right, everyone, that does it for our trip to the Seven Seas Food Festival here at SeaWorld San Antonio. And just like in years past, this year did not disappoint. I was an especially huge fan of the German booth, brand new German booth. That food was delicious. That whole area where they put the German booth is also really cool with the entertainment and the decor. I also loved the Baja street tacos. That's kind of my another one of my number one options, and it has been every year that I've gone to Seven Seas. If y'all have any questions about the Seven Seas Food Festival, please feel free to ask in the comments below, or just if you have any questions about SeaWorld in general, because I know this was much more food festival based and focused than it was on the whole park as a whole. Thank you to our patrons on Patreon for supporting us. It is greatly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else for checking out this video. We'll see you soon at a theme park.